Well, it's one of the most enduring stage musicals of all time and possibly one of the naughtiest, the Rocky Horror Picture Show, that is. Now, Hamilton, the city that provided inspiration for the creator of the show, Richard O'Brien, is set to immortalise him with a statue of Riff Raff, who is, of course, one of the show's main characters. But it's not the sort of thing some Hamiltonians want the city to be known for. For this week's regional roundup, Bryce Johns, editor of the Waikato Times, is with me now. Good morning, Bryce.
Morning, Ali. Yeah, Rocky Horror Show, heaven or hell. Well,
I loved it. I've loved it for years and years and years. But what's the reaction in Hamilton been to this idea of a statue?
Yeah, it's been amazing the amount of feedback we've had. I've been in the city about 4 months now, and we haven't hit on anything that's got to the public as much as this one. There's been dozens and dozens of emails, letters to the editor are running hot. It started out about 70-30 in favour of the idea. We broke the story last week, 2 days ahead of a council vote on whether to put in $25,000 towards this statue. Before the vote, it was very clearly in favour. The council went through with it. They've added $25,000 into $100,000 from the Perry Foundation to have Richard Taylor's Weta Workshops do the statue for the main street of Hamilton. But subsequently to that, I've got to say that there's a real vociferous minority out there who are continuing the battle to try and get the thing stopped.
Why? What's their reasoning?
Oh, it's very clearly it's a moral thing. They, the thought of the whole transsexual, transvestite thing going on in downtown Hamilton has really got 1 or 2 people hot under the collar. The council vote was 12-2, and 2 of the more conservative councillors were saying things like, hey, do you want Hamilton to be known as Tranny Town? And that's what they fear it's going to be known as. We talked to Richard O'Brien in London over the weekend. His latest plan will have them enraged. He wants to host next year, when the statue's to be unveiled, he wants to host a Rocky Horror Show convention here. Next year's 30 years to the day that he invented the thing and it went on stage for the first time. He's saying, let's bring all the fans down to Hamilton, let's have a party, get the statue up and running, and it will be fantastic. I've got to say, you know, the Waikato Times stance is we agree with this. For too long, Hamilton's had the cowtown image, and that's fine. It's a great big part of our culture here. But we've got an iconic New Zealander who has gone on to do great things, and I think we should be celebrating him.
Fair enough, too. Now, whose idea was it in the first place, by the way? Was it Richard's? No,
it wasn't Richard's. There's a local thespian, if you like, a big arts fan by the name of Mark Servian. He's just left Hamilton, actually, and I think he's working in Parliament now as a press secretary in the Green Party. He came up with the idea in London a year or 2 ago, and he's done very well to keep it quiet for so long. He got the backing of the Perry Foundation, a philanthropic group in town here. He got $100,000 out of them. He's taken it to council, and it's only come out 2 days before the vote that this guy is backing the project. O'Brien's in line. He wants it to happen, and really he's just sailed it very smoothly through what would have been some troubled waters.
Absolutely fascinating issue. Bryce Johns, thanks for your time this morning.
No problem.